It's Perp back with another video, and I'm going to be reviewing the season finale of Power Book 2. Now, those that have caught some of my videos, about Book 2, you've seen my issues. I've made a video about the problem with Book 2, and I've gave a solution, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna fix this series anytime soon, but definitely make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter at perp420, and let's get into it because I think you guys might be surprised in how I feel about this finale. So now we're left with Kane having to deal with Romero as his body. He killed a cop, which will probably definitely backfire on him eventually in this series. We're just got to wait and see. It definitely was a stupid mistake because you kill a cop that was kind of helping you get out of situations, but Kane's Kane. And then we get introduced to this guy Rico that shot up Monet's bar, or secret hiding space, if you can even call it that, because everybody knows where that's at, but I'll get back to that very shortly. You overhype this guy, you just kill him off, but whatever. Then you have Professor Ingram and Jabari, pretty much interviewing different students, and you got Drew's gay lover, dude that's in the closet, but he wants to act like he doesn't know anything, and he is definitely a liability, which I feel like Drew's gonna have to go handle that very soon. Jabari finally finds out about Zeke and Professor Ingram, which it's not really going to go nowhere considering how this whole entire season ended. But those two professors are still the weakest link of this whole entire series. Their characters are complete trash. Moving on. So then we get a scene of Kane visiting Drew in the hospital because of Drew getting shot for his dumb ass. He sees a bunch of gunshots flying through the window. He decides to, I'm gonna go get my strap. What the fuck you gonna do with that? And he ends up getting shit shot. He should have died, but Drew was able to put two and two together because he knows his brother. But I'll get to Kane very shortly because it's interesting. I'm still disappointed in Kane as a character because I just thought he'd be more threatening. He's really not that threatening. If you just look at this whole first season, it's just, I wish they did more with his character. Maybe he changes over time. Maybe he has his own plans. I'd like to see him kind of just do his own thing, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now we get to court where Tyreek takes the stand, and Sax thinks he has everything in his plan. Like, he wants to be able to flip things on Tyreek, but Tyreek knows that Sax is trying to flip him, so he flips the script and tells the whole entire court that he was there at truth. So that changes everything, and that's pretty much how Tasha gets out. That's kind of fucking predictable, to be honest. And Tasha wants to go on the run now, which is fucking stupid. I'm like, Tasha, are you fucking kidding me? It's just, let me not get into it, but going back to Tyreek, what I'm saying, he's got to juggle a lot of different things, with Braden, Zeke, and even Diana, which, let me speak about Diana real quick. I feel like her character is also useless. She really serves no purpose other than just to be one of three of Tyreek's love interest. They'll probably give her more to do in season 2 or in the future seasons. I don't know, but just, I don't really care about her character. Riley confronts Braden about the whole situation and tries to warn him that, Tyreek is dangerous. You can't trust him. He'll throw you on the bus just to save his own ass, which is, she ain't right. She's not wrong about that. And you have Tyreek talking to Braden. They kind of piece things up, and Braden really wants to get back into the business, where Tyreek is kind of like, I don't know. But once things kind of die down, they're going to go back to business. And he even mentions that I could possibly pass you on all this and the Tejada's business and whatnot. And that's probably hinting at how Tyreek's gonna leave off in the season. Probably get the inheritance and leave everything else to Brayden. But it's never that simple because Ghost never got to get out of the business. I think Tariq's way in too deep right now to be able to even thinking about getting out of the game. Speaking of which, he has a conversation with nosy ass Jabari, and you know what happens with nosy ass characters in power. That's all I'm gonna say right there. And Jabari just wants him to kind of come clean, and Tariq's just not going for it. He thinks about it, but we'll get back to that very shortly. Now we get a scene that I saw coming from a mile away, even before the series even started, that Tasha was going to confront Monet, and she just comes to her as a mother, like, I want to protect my son, I want to buy him out. And Monet responds is like, no, he helped my business, and he ain't going nowhere, pretty much. And Tasha's like, please just reconsider as a mother. But here's where the inconsistencies pop up and just completely destroy Monet's character. You know what I'm saying? She tells Tasha, I don't do business with people that I don't know, but yet you do business with Tyreek, you know nothing about them. Very inconsistent, but let me know how you guys feel about that, because that was a complete contradiction of just everything about her character and whatnot. But anyways, Monet goes to see Lorenzo to kind of work out things with the business, and Lorenzo definitely is not stupid. He knows something's up with Monet and Ramirez and stuff, and Monet tries to go get Kane back because that's what Lorenzo wants. We really never got that whole conversation, so who knows if Kane will come back by season 2. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, what everybody's been waiting for. And to me, with Tommy coming back was a little disappointing because he didn't kill nobody. But he gets to Tariq pops up on him and pretty much says, like, don't go after my mom or we might have issues. I'll do anything to protect her. And Tommy replies, yo, I want all the smoke. But he also helps Tommy try to clear his name when Sax gets word that he's in town, and they try to set him up, but now they made it look like Tommy died so he could kind of just go off into Cali. That sets up his spinoff, and things are copacetic to say the least between Tyreek and Tommy for what we know. Going to Jabari and Tariq, Tariq is willing to, make a deal with Jabari, but it's too late because Kane pops him in the side. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there just bleeding out. And I was like, thank God that they killed off this character. Tariq, is really trying to become his father now, which I still have issues with because you did all this to get your mom out of jail, but now you're just doing this just because. That's another issue I have with this series. But Tariq's got his first official body. This is his third body, but this is the one you could tell that changed him. He gets on the phone with Tommy, thinks everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get back to that. Sax is now working for Davis, which I have no idea why, but it's gonna be they're an interesting pair up. The episode ends with Tasha talking to Raina at her grave, and Tariq pops up and pretty much calls the cops on her, and it tells her I want to protect you. So they relocate her, and this is where Tommy pops up, and he puts hands on Tyreek, And all of a sudden, by the grace of plot armor, Monet pops up right behind Tommy. And still, how the fuck does Monet not know who Tommy Egan is? He's the only one that really has his government out there, and you don't know that this guy used to run Queens with Ghost? The inconsistencies, the plot holes within the series are so crazy. But anyways, Tyreek gives this whole speech to Tommy saying, like, maybe one day I'll live up to Ghost's name, blah, blah, blah. And Tommy's gonna go after Tasha one of these days once he finds her. And that's pretty much the episode. Wow. Yeah. Somewhat disappointing. Like I said, there's a lot of issues. I don't like none of these characters, especially Tyreek. I don't care. He caught all these bodies, and they're really forcing this narrative of him becoming Ghost. I would rather him just become Reek, just be his own person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll do that and he'll try to be better than his father, but it seems like they're just gonna, do the lazy thing and act like he's Ghost now. He's a better, new and improved Ghost. He's got his whole team up. Now he's a Tejada, like an honorary Tejada. I don't know, man, but let me know how you guys feel about this season finale, because right now I'm just looking forward to book 3, Raising Kanan, and book 4, Forest. But it's gonna be still a few months before we get book 3. I think I might check out of book 2 just because it's a little bit too predictable to me and just not really enjoying it that much. It was fun watching it and just laughing at all the stupid shit that went on in this series. But I will see y'all for book 3 in the summer. Till next time, I'm out.